Boom, bitty boom, boom. This is not MTV News, so boom,
obviously.
Boom, boom.
What did you...
Oh, snap your fingers. Oh, woo your step. Move it all by yourself. Welcome back. This is not MTV News. This is Deluxe and Deluxsauce.
Yes. What's up? Man, I told you, man, you cannot be drinking before you come out to do the shows.
I didn't drink anything.
Did you not read that in the disclaimer that you signed?
I did not drink anything. I cannot read, and I don't remember signing shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that thing out the window?
What?
Wow. Your studio's got the view, homie.
Yeah, man. Can we focus here? Can we bring it back
I'm sorry.
and focus?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta I looked up after doing a couple episodes. I looked up a few things. Can we talk about that?
Yeah. What'd you look up? What'd you find out?
I found out that we need to brand ourselves and have a focus. And in the first 20 seconds, which has already been a minute of our intro, we're supposed to tease people into listening to our whole podcast. We're supposed to deceive and kind of manipulate people in the beginning and then make them fully commit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I mean I can tease somebody, but I don't want to manipulate anything. You know what I mean? If I was going to manipulate something, it would be like your arm because it's uncomfortable and it's hurting your shoulder while you're going to sleep.
Okay.
Okay. So what this episode? If you want a teaser, this is episode 4.
Tease
Apparently, it's really hard to get past episode 7.
Exactly.
So this is number 4, and number 4 is going to be about some weird shit, because 4 is a weird number.
Always.
And so weird shit and a weird number, and that's what we're talking about today.
Well, that's like people's opinion. Everyone's got an opinion these days, and I mean, you're going to find one here in this podcast, obviously, but we're trying to get you both opinions or two different opinions or just yours. Outlooks, in the whole scheme of things. But there's one certain kind of things that happen to us in life where there is no opinion, there is no outlook. There is what had happened, and that's it. That's the truth. That's what happened, and that's what we got to deal with.
Some of us see it, some of us don't.
How do we deal with that? Yeah. And in that truth, there could be some very strange occurrences, coincidences, synchronicities, things that just don't seem random.
Yeah, you're
kind of like how the world might be actually, man, this might be written out already for us, predestined. There's too many things that I've seen in my own personal life that prove this theory. Just
from what I've read in your this little thing that you were like, hey, this is what I want to kind of cover. The fact that you were born, and then right after being born, your whole right side of your body was burned, and you were in flames or some shit like that.
No flames.
Then, after that, you drowned in a pool. At 14 months old, you drowned in the pool, so that you pretty much were inches away from death yet again.
Well, they found me.
Then
I was fine.
You somehow died again or drowned again. Like, you got something with water. Like, you in water and drowning, you was something else. But you drowned again in the Mississippi River at 4 or 3.5 years old or something like that. And here you are. Like, I don't want to read all of these things here, but
please don't.
You've been close to death too many times to really get a grasp on your outlook of reality.
So I think what really did it for me was trying to make a long story short here. This podcast is going to just be one quick story of a person that crossed my path in life.
Who was this person?
She's a girl who I met in Miami. I was working at a courier company, and she was a model, and I picked her up and drove her from point A to point B, dropped her off, made her sign a piece of paper, and was like, have a good day. And that was it. That's the last I saw of her.
Well, I've never saw her again. How is this a story about her, you goofball?
Oh, yeah. Well, I did see her again. My boss called me up one day and was like, hey, this girl named Audrey wants to know if you can take care of her ferrets. She's leaving the country and going to get married, and she can't take her ferrets with her, and you love animals, so come take her ferrets. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take her ferrets. I love animals. So I went and met her up at her house, and I met her, and she's like, here, take my ferrets. Actually, she wasn't like, here, take my ferrets.
Does she know ferrets are rats? I mean,
no, They're not rats.
Yes,
they're ferrets.
Yes.
They're
rats.
Okay, they're rats. They're long. They're long rats with personality, I guess you could say.
We eat those where I'm from, just so you know.
Oh, dude, that's disgusting. And I thought you didn't want to give up any private information because people will know who you are.
No, they won't. Everybody eats rats or ferrets or whatever they're called. Anyways, get back to your story, bro.
No, they don't. So, anyways,
yes, they do.
She gave me these ferrets, and she wasn't just here these ferrets. She was like, she gave me an ultimatum. Uh-oh. She said,
sign here.
If I give you these ferrets, you can never give them away.
What?
If you give them away, you better be dead.
Oh, fuck that.
That's pretty much what she said. If I find out you give them away to somebody, I'm going to punch you in the face. And
you
I'm just
should
like,
hit her
all
with
right,
the ferret.
whatever. You're some beautiful girl going off to South Africa to get married. Like, I ain't never going to see you again. Give me these ferrets. So I took the ferrets, brought them home, and they were my best friend, Georgie and Porgy.
Oh, my God.
Georgie liked me, Porgy hated me, or it was vice versa. I forgot their names, actually. Who
Can't believe you named them.
And I just knew one liked me and one didn't.
Yeah, whatever. They probably both hated you. You just didn't realize. You're just too dumb to realize it.
I am not. You're just jealous. Anyways, the story goes.
Yes.
She gave me these ferrets. I leave. She leaves. I had the ferrets for 2 weeks, and then I was like, nah, man, these ferrets suck.
Told ya.
Yeah. You're right. So these ferrets suck, and I give them to my homie. My homie was like, hey, I'll take these ferrets.
What, do you hate
I
that
own
guy?
a casting company.
You
A
must have
ton of
hated him.
people come into my casting company. Someone's bound to take these ferrets off your hands. So I was like, perfect. Gave him my ferrets, and he was like, cool. No one took them. And then he got stuck with these ferrets and had to bring them to Orlando. And in Orlando, the ferrets got away.
He hates
and when the
you
ferrets
now.
got away, he had to leave, and he didn't have the ferrets. And as he left, the hotel called him and said, hey, we got your ferrets, bro. So he drove back to the hotel, and he's like, give me the ferrets. They're like, well, we just found one. And he's like, oh. So he took the one and drove back to Miami.
Damn.
And then on the way back to Miami, he got another phone call saying, oh, sorry, man, we did find the other one. Can you come back and get it? So then he turns around, goes back to Orlando, picks up the other ferret, and then drives it back to Miami.
Oh, yeah, he hates
That's
you.
the story of these ferrets.
So now he's got him in Miami. What happened next? The girl show up or something?
No.
The model?
No,
the one who gave him to you?
No. She didn't show up. She's in Africa somewhere, married to somebody.
Yeah.
Some other model showed up and then she took him. So that's pretty much the end of the story. So that's pretty much how it goes. Gave him her, and then bam. And a bunch of shit had happened to me, and I was like, man, Miami sucks. I'm out of here. And I had left Miami.
Your car got stolen.
So I'm hanging out back in Minnesota. You know, I got a dog now. Forget the ferrets. I got a dog. Yeah, dogs are much better.
Who's the dog? What kind of dog was it? What was his name?
She's a pit bull, and her name was Ruka.
Get the hell out of here. Like Ruka, like the same name on the wall in Egypt, in that tomb in Egypt that you walked by when you went to Egypt, that same kind of Ruka?
Yeah, that's off topic, but yeah, when I went to
who
Egypt,
cares? We didn't
I
play
walked by a
anything.
tomb and it said Ruka in a Roman numeral date on the bottom of it, and holy shit, kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, that's
what are the
crazy.
chances of me walking by my dog's name written on a wall in Egypt
I don't know,
thousands of years ago?
If a dog's name is Spot, probably pretty common, but Ruka, that's pretty strange. I don't know. What's up with the ferret? I mean, what's up with the ferret story? Like, why are we talking about the girl and the ferrets?
Oh, so the ferrets are done, and so I'm back in Minnesota doing my thing, and my homie wanted me to come to Trinidad and do some DJing in Trinidad and open up some movie theater, restaurant, nightclub thing that was going. It was being thought about being built, and they thought of me right away to go and play music there, just because people knew me and who were doing the project, and they're like, yo, we know a guy, like, let's see what Deluxe is doing.
Oh, word. So what's up? You go to Trinidad?
No, I didn't go to Trinidad. I was going to Trinidad, and I got to Miami. When I called my homie, he was no show.
Oh, that really sucks.
I kind of hung out for a couple of days in Miami, and then another homie of mine, because my homie was a no-show all day, every day, I was stuck in Miami for 2 weeks, and then
that's not too
one
bad.
of my homies picked me up, and I stayed at his house for a week and a half. But no, just like a week, I guess, 7 days.
Get it right.
And when he picked me up, there was this girl in the front seat, so I sat in the back of the truck. And we went out to his house, and we got to his house, and I met him, the girl, his roommate, and we all just hung out and chilled and played music, and ate some dinner and went to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of sleep, man, I'm going to sleep. Where's this story going, bro? This is getting boring. We're trying to engage the audience and keep them listening.
Sorry, you're right. I'm sorry. All right, so the next day we wake up and we go and meet my boss,
have sex?
my old boss who worked for the courier company, Rob, and we're hanging out with Rob and Scotty and his girlfriends, and we're all just walking down the street.
Pimping.
And this girl, I'm looking at my cell phone, just minding my own business, and out of nowhere, I just get punched in the side of my face.
What? What?
Yeah.
Wait. Back up. Who punched you in the face?
The girl.
Why?
The girl. So I'm walking down the street looking at my phone that's broken, trying to call my homie.
I'm confused.
Who's a no-show. And I just get punched in the face, and I see my phone go flying out. She punched my face, and then the punch hit my phone, and my phone hit the ground.
So
and that was the end of my cell phone. And this is like when Nextel phones came out.
Nextel,
like
never
first,
heard of
like
Nextel.
this is way long time ago. Like when people were. You were cool if you had a cell phone, but you were broke dick dog if you had a broken cell phone.
Yeah, you were broke. I don't know what Nextel. What the hell is that? You're old as fuck, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm only 43, but it was a phone company. But anyways, so the phone hits the floor, and I turn around, and my homie Rob and Scotty both have this girl locked up.
What?
And that's when I look at her
UCF?
Oh shit! That's Audrey.
Oh, what?
Oh, and she was trying to kill me.
The South African girl?
Man, what are the chances of me running into this girl again?
What? That's the girl from South Africa?
Yeah, the South African girl. Can you believe it?
Holy shit, that's crazy.
Yeah,
so
right?
she got married and came back to kick your ass because she knew the fairies came away, and like, what was her boyfriend? Like, I don't know what's up.
No. She was that girl who would outrun police.
What?
She got her driver's license taken away. She left her future husband at the altar, and she came back to Miami to fucking be a gangster and punch me in the face for giving away her ferrets.
Damn.
Chances of her and I meeting each other, I don't even know. Like some mafia set that shit up.
Damn, bro.
But we did. It happened, and then we hung out for 5 days. We didn't kiss, we didn't hug, we didn't do nothing.
What?
And then when she brought me to the airport and said goodbye to me, I knew she was in love. Just like all the girls. Melted.
I
Spent
doubt
5
it.
days with Deluxe.
Doubt it.
Melted.
Whatever, bro. If she spent 5 days with you, you didn't kiss and hug her, you didn't get to first base. I don't know, bro. That's called friend zone. You're in the friend zone, bro.
Nope. She hugged me at the airport, said goodbye, gave me her SkyTel pager number,
She probably
her
had
email,
chlamydia.
and that was it. And then 2 months later, that chick surprised the shit out of me January 1st at like 9 p.m. and showed up at my doorstep in Minnesota to move me back to Miami.
What? This is a conspiracy.
True story.
No, this is a conspiracy.
Nope.
This is a conspiracy.
It's true.
This girl gave you ferrets,
Yep.
punched you in the face, and then showed up at your doorstep and be like, hey, I'll drive you to Miami.
Yep. I was just as shocked as you are.